Okay, everybody. Oh, I need to fix the lighting. Out of all the things I could have forgotten to do. Allow me to fix the ambiance. Why are you so bright?
Who?
My camera. It's either it wants to be super dark or super bright. Make up your mind. Oh, jeez, I'm shiny. Rolling that once on. Oh, jeez. Yes, yes. You get to hang out with us. What a great time. Especially since we get to jump right back into them opening the Belmont's family crypts. What did we call it? The Maw of the Abyss or something like that? Ah, nothing.
Yep.
I want to say I heard made it sound like some sort of large wolf-like bipedal.
Yeah. We got to know that it was there. We got a description.
Okay, good.
But you just said the coffin opens and session ends.
No, I gave a description. I remember giving a description. I don't remember the entire description, but I remember I gave a shadow bursting forth.
Oh, it's been a while.
And did I make an initiative track? If I did, I must have deleted it.
No.
Okay. Good.
I know you did not do that for that exact reason.
Yeah, we didn't want to keep the initiative written down to get lost later. We decided to roll it at the start.
Yeah. Because, the new sheets will have an initiative tracker on it. So I'll just save it. You just don't re-roll it and you're fine. It'll just be great, wonderful. Helps out so much. Actually put it on this side. So yes. We will need initiative or zip. I think everything is fixed. I should probably be more over. Okay. So I'll re-describe it just in case I messed up. So as you guys open it, and if I remember correctly, Azeroth, you carded the chains and locks.
Yeah, why not?
If I remember, that's what you did. And what happened is the sarcophagus opens, the shadows pour into the room, and this blood-curdling howl enters the halls of the catacombs. And as the shadows seem to lessen a little, you see a large bipedal creature with massive claws, seeming to be made of almost ink black shadows, just coalesced into a form of a large wolf-like humanoid.
Bipedal. Nice.
Yeah. The creature itself looks so feral, almost like it's not from this plane and not fully sentient. And as its eyes open, you see what looks almost like a deep purple light coming from them, almost as if they were flames. As the creature seems to stretch out, you see another set of arms come out from about mid-torso and stretch out as well. These ones are almost not fully wolf-like. Instead of the humanoid wolf-like one for the upper one that has 4 fingers and a thumb, these ones have 3 claws, as if to try to grab things. Off its backside, you do see a tail that, oddly enough, has a mouth of its own. And it too has purplish flames for eyes that open up and start looking around.
His first response in Draconic is, "Hey there, bud."
Victor just looks over at Azeroth as the creature gets out of the tomb. It's like, what kind of pet did your family keep?
A big one.
Actually, I don't remember if Azeroth actually revealed that.
I don't think no. He hit it very well.
Yeah. So it's not revealed that Azeroth is a Belmont.
Oops.
No. Yeah, no
What
family.
kind of pet did they keep?
That's a big dog.
So what did you say, Axel?
I said, "Hey there, buddy." In Draconic.
Okay. Apparently it's awake enough and does understand, huh? Okay. I want to roll initiative. And thank you for the resub over there. The OG. So we...
15.
Yes, I am going to have Alina roll for Stella as well.
Okay. We adding zip.
Yep.
Alright.
That's a good one.
And
Gonna be
Victor
8.
was 15.
Yep.
Luther is getting a 8 and a this one 5 plus, so 16.
Luther has what, 16?
Yeah.
Okay. And what was yours, Axel?
21.
Okay, so Asno's gonna go first. I'm actually giving this thing disadvantage for it waking up, which doesn't help most of you. Okay, well, it does help 3 of you, so that's good.
If I remember correctly, we are trying to locate some other adventurers, right?
Yeah.
Basically 2 of them, from what I understood. And unfortunately, we didn't ask for descriptions. I remember that much.
Yeah, you didn't ask for descriptions, and it was never identified how many.
Gotcha. Sounded like 2.
It was another group.
Copy that.
So it depends on how big the group was that was sent, or... Well... Yeah. Now, you guys never asked if the standard group for the Sanctum is 4 or 3 or what? Where you guys fill in the standard size of groups. So, yeah.
You just like running fire to fire and not really looking around.
Yeah, you guys don't usually ask a lot of questions about certain things, especially with the Sanctum. You guys just kind of go, yep, okay.
Yeah.
Like, there's
I mean,
some
with
deep-
everything I know, I didn't even ask any questions.
Yeah,
I just
mean,
I just said, okay, yeah.
there's
Yeah,
some deep
what are we gonna
lore
do
that
about
you
it?
guys could get too, so I mean...
Anyway.
Stuff that Axel might be familiar with.
Possibly.
Okay. So, let's see here. It does start with Axel, so Azonoth is going to be able to do his stuff. Luther's going to be able to go, and Victor's going to be able to go. And then the Hound will do something. Followed by Stella, which comically we can sit here and work in as the entrance.
Say there is no animal handling. Can I use perform?
What do you mean there's no animal handling?
No animal handling on my sheet, at least.
Oh, it's a knowledge skill, if I remember correctly.
And I don't have any knowledge. Any of them.
Yeah, knowledge would be intelligence-based.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you can do an intelligence check.
Fair enough.
So
It's
otherwise,
also
you're
my dump
persuaded.
stat. Yeah, it's not my dump stat in this case.
No. Wisdom is your...
One of my groups, my intelligence is my dump stat.
I've done that. It's
Very
so fun.
dumb character.
It's so fun to do that on a rogue or something.
Right. So, 17 total. Math.
Okay.
Dude, cookies sound amazing. Please share.
Did you hear cookies? Cookies.
DM's got snacks. He didn't bring enough for all of us, so.
He didn't bring up for the class.
You know, the teacher never holds that rule to themselves. Also, what the hell happened to that camera?
I think you drink water. Your hydrate's disabled. Damn.
My hydrate's disabled.
Yeah, same with stretch.
Oh. It was because the streams one is not. The streams one is updated, the other one isn't. Okay. I was wondering why a camera for somebody was messed up. Okay. They're not gonna match. Yeah, the audio is not on for those. What do you mean my hydrates are disabled? I'll just have to deal with that on break. But yes. So 17. Okay. It seems to understand you. It looks at you. Or at least you think it does. And then it turns around and the tail looks directly at you.
I don't really move. I don't want to spook this thing too much. And I assume canines, you don't want to stare into their eyes, so.
Okay. So I'll take that as your turn.
I mean, animal handling's there.
Yeah.
I just said hello. I haven't really gotten anything back.
Yeah. Luther, are you going to do anything?
I'm gonna be confused as to why Axel didn't attack it. To figure out what's going on. I mean, we did just set free, and if it's not hostile, we don't know if it's hostile yet. So I guess he's not gonna try anything yet.
Nope.
As much as he'd love to get more acquainted with the good German doctor he has by his side.
Oh boy.
I'm trying to think. Would there be? Could I try to figure out if I know anything about what kind of creature this is?
You could do a knowledge the planes.
So just straight into. Dang. Okay, we'll do that. That's a 19.
19?
Yep. 6, 10 plus 3.
This seems to be some sort of strange hybrid or mutation of a shadowhound. Like, most normal shadowhounds are not mutated to be bipedal. They're almost always quadrupeds. They don't usually have extra arms or anything either, so something is off about this thing. As if it's not supposed to be this way. Almost as if something was mutated with a shadowhound. And the other thing's traits are there.
Huh. Aznaroth,
Yeah.
why did you not punch this thing? Are we not supposed to punch? Are we not supposed to?
I'm trying not to startle it. It just woke up after who knows how long.
Fair enough. Let's see. I guess let's just try not to upset it more and move on. Other than figure out what it is and what could calm it down if something were to happen. So I know what it is. I don't know if I know anything on how to calm it down.
Victor, what are you gonna do? Stab? Read at it? After a wall between you and it.
I'm just kind of watching Luther and Aznaroth not do anything. And I'm going to try to figure out if there's some way that it can be pacified. So I would like to do a nature check just to determine kind of what can be done to keep it calm.
Sure. Being no information was shared, I will sit here and say, this will be at straight, because you definitely have not seen anything like this out in the woods.
Alright. Okay. $16.
What you can tell from the mannerisms of the top head, it seems defensive and almost passive at this current moment. The tail, however, there's some drool and saliva around the mouth that seems to be bubbling forth. It looks almost excitable, but yet also a little bit hungry. But it doesn't seem to be currently looking at you guys like food. We're going
Do
to
the question once it gets my turn as well.
And I'm just kind of gonna look around and not do anything else. Just kind of watching the shadow hound just to see what it's doing and what it's gonna do.
Okay.
I'll end my turn.
So let's see here. Your passive defense as an office 12. Okay.
Nice. Glad that needs to be notated. Do I happen to have any type of food on me?
I would presume you would usually have some food with you, or you would be planning on picking some up in town. As far as I know, I don't think you have any notated anywhere.
At the end of the last session, I think he grabbed a bone off of a shelf by the...
Yeah, and I have that too.
Yeah, so you have a bone. Oh no. You have its bone.
I am ready to give it to it immediately. So the goal is to have it get taken from me. Whether I have to toss it towards it or not.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you have time to toss it, but you do get pounced. You're grabbed by the lower arms, and the big arms are sitting here and trying to kind of scuttle to grab the thing before the tail swoops in and takes the bone away.
I'm defensive, but otherwise do not make any strikes because I don't want to piss this thing off.
Okay. You are going to take 2 stamina damage, though.
That's fine.
I've kind of been rustled around. Your jimmies have been rustled. But yeah. And now we're going to come to Stella's turn, who is going to literally come through the same door. But I'm going to leave this scene for a second and go to how Stella gets sent here. You're going to be approached by a very fancily dressed man. He's in a suit. He's got horns now. He seems not to be hiding them, and a fedora. And he walks up to you with his gloved hands and speaks gently. I believe your name is Stella?
Yes. Who are you?
We have a mutual contact, and I may have a opening for somebody with certain sets of skills in a team that needs to investigate some occult activity.
Interesting.
you might remember a Azonoth.
Azonoth.
It's Azonoth the Luminous.
Fancy little
Yes.
draconian man. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I know him.
His team may require another set of hands. Being the team I sent in prior, you're well more versed than their team. I am going to assess that it probably will require far more combat shooting than what the team is used to. We've got one other person who can take care of some fighting, but everything else tends to be skill-based for the group I had put together. They're people that I can trust, and I'm looking to use this as a test to see if I can trust you with opening up an offer in the Sanctum.
I think there's an opportunity here. Sure.
Good, because I have been looking at your past, and I might be able to help you with finding a few other individuals who might have eluded your radar.
Oh no.
Still pulling at strings for that, but perhaps you might be able to deal with some of your past grievances at that point.
Where is he now?
He pulls out a key and signals you to follow. If you'll follow me, I have a peculiar way that you're going to get there. I'm sorry if they've already started some trouble, but the Belmont Crypt has always been a gateway for us.
Yeah. Should follow.
He'll put the key in a door, so to speak, and you'll hear a bunch of things clicking in the handle before he opens it, and for a split second you'll see almost what looks like stars before it opens into the crypt, where you see a large shadow beast grappling Azonoth.
God damn it, Az! She chambers around in her lever action rifle.
Don't piss it off.
Kyle?
It's a pet of yours!
No, not no. He has
Balthazar,
no idea who he's talking to at the moment.
yeah, Balthazar's just standing there, staring now, going, well, they do act quick.
That we do. Hi, Balthazar. Got a snack for this thing, maybe?
I see it's got a bone?
Yeah.
I can try to head back to the Order in a second, and why do you guys always get me more
He
paperwork?
slowly tilts his head to the side. What was the description of those people we were looking for, by the way?
I'll write them down in the book for you as well. Oh.
Mind on the mission.
Stella, if you would like to keep these individuals out of trouble.
He does the slow backhand thing for the dog to sniff the back of his hand. In this case, probably to the tail.
Oh, believe me, I'm used to keeping at least one of these out of trouble.
So, the thing does seem to be sniffing you with both heads now, and the second head seems to be far less defensive. It seems to be kind of just looking around the room, trying to understand everything.
I will try to very gently give pats if I can.
The main head seems to move away, but the tail
I
seems
do
to
not
push into it.
chase. I'll just kind of give a pat then and then move away, because, I mean, if the head doesn't want it, he doesn't want to force things.
Yeah, as you try to move away, you notice you're still kind of grappled by the shoulders by these second set of claws, but after a minute, it kind of lets you go, seeming to realize what was going on.
Mm-hmm. Nice of you to be awake.
And after you do go through, Stella, you do see the door close.
As soon as he's released and sees who's standing in the other area, you see all the warmth fade from his face as he goes pale. Body language does the big scrunch.
I take it the two of you know one another.
Oh, yeah, we know each other, all right.
I gotta ask what the sound is.
All right.
I see the electric fly flew in the room.
Apparently.
Stella Orion Bright. Friends call me Star. How are you? Nice to meet you.
There's a good nickname.
Nice to meet you as well, but well, yeah, I also have a friend here. Speaking of Bestie, what's your name? I never even talk. And you see him just talking to his gun. Just starts talking to his gun. Hey, Bestie, what's your name, by the way? I forgot to ask last time. I Bestie, you know.
He leans over towards Stella and just goes schizophrenic, and he points towards him quietly.
The gun replies, "My name is Ludwig."
Right. Thank you.
Of course, this is the company you keep.
They still can't hear the gun, can they?
No, they cannot.
Okay, so yeah, I'm Luther. This is Ludwig. Yeah, he's the German doctor that got trapped inside my gun after I got it cursed by a witch who cursed it because I asked them to give it darkness powers, but it was kind of a bad deal. And then it was attached to my arm, but then so that I had to get it fixed. And so
That's why I'm in here.
Oh yeah. So anyway, I had to get the curse out somehow, and that required a soul. So yeah, you're in the gun now. You guys didn't explain that part yet.
You can call me Dr. Mundy now.
What? Why?
We're no longer on first name basis. This isn't good.
I didn't choose whose soul went in here. The thing
18 for stealth to start sneaking away while he monologues.
Look, I didn't purposely trap specifically a human here. And I don't plan to, we're besties, not, We're aiming for the same kind of goal: research into the internal functions of the anatomy of creatures through projectile-based means.
You shoot things. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, me and Ludwig here shoot things. And
I rolled a 21 for stealth to sneak away with that.
Also, no, this gun isn't a normal gun. This is a magitech gun that's also his arm.
yeah, just for reference.
And looks organic.
Yeah, so it got turned into living things. I had to replace its soul. That's about the end of it.
Right.
As Asenath and Raven are trying to sneak off. Yeah, the dog does not get the hint that you guys are trying to sneak and is starting to follow.
Hey, where's the dog going?
Just the awkward tiptoe motion away, freezes in place.
And the dog just stops behind you, the tail rising up to look over you.
Well, looks like you've got a shadow.
Let's get this thing something to eat. I think that's probably the best idea. He
Actually-
looks around a little bit and goes, I have a feeling we should go that way.
You say shadow, and let's see if it remembers.
Uh-oh.
It does, and you see it seem to ooze away into Asenath's shadow.
Stella lowers the hammer of her rifle and just rests the barrel on her shoulder. Walks over to Ass and whispers, "Do they know?"
No. He shrugs his shoulders, confused. Like, just shocked. Did you? I want to double check. Did you say that out loud, or did you actually come up? I was thinking.
I came up and whispered.
He's basically going to just kind of still look shocked and shrug. I don't know. Like, I don't know what you're referencing right now.
Mr. Belmont.
He shakes his head rapidly all of a sudden.
Alright, so
he's been spending his entire time since the dog got off of him trying to figure out how to get out of this situation as quickly as possible.
let's see.
We'll talk later.
Yeah, he kind of points the direction that he was starting to head and goes, let's get... He looks down into the shadow. This thing's some food to eat. I assume it's been in the crypt for a bit, and, well, I mean, there's no reason not to.
We've got to get Luther too.
He will, real quick, because the door is probably closed and everything, close the crypt if he can.
You mean the door that was leading from where you guys came?
No, the
The sarcophagus.
sarcophagus.
Okay, yeah. You go to close the sarcophagus, and you notice it is really just so small in there. And there's ruins all around the inside of it, as if to make sure the thing couldn't break out normally.
Azeroth is aware that what he has done is a very bad idea. He's very aware, but he's also a gambling man.
Mm-hmm.
Someone goes, "I'll give you power." He goes, "Bet, I'm in." It just
When they're a 12-foot tall vampire lion lady, it just makes it even better for them.
exactly.
So Victor's gonna go retrieve Scamp from the corner he's told him to hide in.
Okay.
Actually, real quick, I'm gonna send you something on the side there, like, and just give me a second.
He finds Scamp leaning against one of the tombs eating a stroop waffle for some reason.
Yeah, when you find Scamp's kind of been looking over at this thing while eating the stroop waffle. Not quite sure if he should be worried or what. Just one of those, what the hell is going on?
It's like, I think you'll be okay, buddy. He seems to have some type of an affinity for Azeroth. I trust Azeroth, so I trust whatever this is too.
I don't know if you're saying that loud enough for my character to hear.
No, it's just kind of that consoling, quiet tone.
Because if he could hear, he'd tell you, please don't.
You gotta also remember that Victor's kind of naive. He's been in the archives most of his life.
Yeah, the archives are the woods.
Books and books-obsessed people.
Sorry, I distracted him.
I motioned for Scamp to follow me and I walk up to Stella. Hi, my name's Victor. I'm sorry I didn't get to introduce myself back there.
Cheetah slings a rifle over her shoulder and extends a hand.
Victor takes
Thank
it and
you.
gives it a firm shake and smiles. He then steps back and just kind of looks through the mausoleum again.
Who's your little friend?
His name's Scamp. He's been with me for a few years now. My uncle introduced him to stroop waffles, and now, well, he just kind of gestures down to a crummy-faced Scamp.
He's so cute. Azeroth is walking like he has spiders crawling on him at the moment. That straight back, arms at his sides, cramped up, like he's trying to keep them from going in his ears.
Okay. with what was messaged to me, you do notice Axel's pocket seems to move before you see a card fly out of it, and suddenly a large cat lady appears.
Oh no! Oh no!
I mean,
If you could imagine it, and if it's even possible, he gets more tense.
Honestly, I don't know if I should be more upset or impressed.
Take a mixture of both.
the 12-foot tall lion lady just looks at you and is like, "Why would you be upset?" I can assure you, if I can pop out of the card, I choose to be in the card. Do you want to be in a card?
No. Let's see. As he and I have a history.
He pulls the card out of his pocket, spawns a flask in, and takes a large gulp. His hand is shaking.
Victor just takes a drink from his water skin and just kind of watches everything as it's starting to go down.
And the wolf kind of pops out of the shadow, just staring at everything a second, like, wait, what the hell is going on?
Don't.
I wouldn't have thought that my dear Azzy here would have been a womanizer.
I would.
Yeah. It's one way
You don't feel that way specifically.
Now one day he just decides to skip 23 skidoo out of here and out of my life and don't know where he is. Now he turns up again.
You turned up here. I didn't turn up there. Wait. Oh no, that's worse.
What?
Oh, we need to get some food for this thing.
You just see Katerina just look at you, look at the wolf, look at you, and then she just holds up a card. A blank card.
And what?
And she's just going to pocket the wolf now. You asked for help from your patron level friend in a card. The one that you accidentally gave card magician stuff to.
True.
Of course she's going to pocket a powerful creature.
God.
The entire time, Luthor's just been in the back, like, just going on with his gun, trying to reconcile, like, the fact of why why he's in there, and he just sees the dog disappear. He's like, wait, why'd the dog disappear? Wait, why is there a cat?
We traded him out.
That makes sense for you. Okay, for the last time, I only said you
Okay.
and he just... Okay, I think we're good now, right?
And Katerina just looks
we're
at
okay.
Katerina looks at Axel and is like, trade them out? Who else do you have in your pockets?
He was starting to relax. He crinkles back up real bad.
Oh, it's fine. I know every entity that's in your cards.
Right.
I mean, he's half as crazy
He
as I
looks
am
up
sometimes.
entity.
Oh, you don't know. Okay.
I mean, if I can trap a German doctor and a gun, he can trap a wolf in his pocket. I don't see the issue here.
I trapped the wolf into my pocket. He asked me for help.
Okay, that makes less sense now.
With everything going on, Victor's gonna try to figure out what's up because Azeroth went from acting like Azeroth does to acting weird for him.
Yeah, Asath, why didn't you just like attack the thing on sight? That's kind of like not
But-
usual for you.
Oh, I don't always attack things on sight. I didn't have any reason to think this thing would be not like. It's not that it wouldn't be friendly. It might be very unfriendly being locked in the crypt for a long time. But would you want to be locked in a crypt for a really long time?
No,
What if he's thankful for being let out?
I would be thankful for being let out, and I would thank my cat. I'd probably have gone insane by then, and thank my freer with a gun. So just saying, why did you let the thing out?
I took a risk and went with it.
I mean, I followed you, so you know.
Katarina's just gonna look over at Luther and be like, so you thank you thank your saviors with guns?
I mean, if I had gone insane and been locked in somewhere for who knows how long, then maybe, yeah, I don't know. I think I do about everything with a gun.
Yeah, I might have dinner with one. Dark joke, sorry.
What would I need to roll?
To understand everything? Oof.
Just a little bit of like. There's just things that aren't adding up, starting from when they got in the tomb
You can
and the
roll
way
a
he
sense
greeted
motive.
the hound.
I mean, a lot of my sense motive is definitely obvious and on surface.
Yeah, you can do sense motive, see how much you can read into this, and this one isn't even going to be a contested thing, it's going to be a DC. It's going to be fun.
Which stat sheet is that on? Like the
That should be in skills. Sense motive should be with your wisdom, you got a +2.
right 20.
You're starting to piece it all together. Azeroth is not who he seems. In fact, Azeroth very well may be a Belmont? From what you are thinking? What little you know from the libraries, though, there is no Azeroth in the Belmont family.
Okay.
So unless there's some offshoot of the family that has not been recorded, as far as you know, there is no Azeroth. This isn't adding up. You can tell the hound apparently was part of the Belmont family's pets at one time, and that because of the nature of a shadow hound, it doesn't really die. And it might be something else with the nature of whatever else it's mixed with on why it's not dead already from time and everything.
Right.
So, shall we go see if we can maybe get some food, or
There was also one more thing that was going to get revealed here. You can tell that there is a bit of a past between Azeroth and the Stella, but also between Azeroth and Katarina. There's obviously some tension, like, how there's a tension between you and your manager. Well, think of this is you and like the plant manager or the district manager. This is definitely sitting here and like somebody way above your station coming down to talk to you about something.
Huh?
So, what was that going to be, Axel?
Just trying to get some food, maybe for the wolf thing. He looks up at Katarina, trying to wordlessly communicate that.
Katarina just looks at it, looks at him, looks at it a second in the card, and it's just like, well, it's not cod. It's not going to be hungry.
I mean, I feel like it might be hungry when it gets out. If you plan on taking it out, he's realizing he's like, wait, if she picked it up, that might actually be hers, and him assuming it's his is probably not the correct thing.
Well, I don't know what it eats yet. I can't give it the same things I eat.
I would assume probably meat, considering the bone.
Although it just enjoys chewing on bones, I don't know yet. This thing is definitely not normal. From the markings on the card, it actually is reading off pretty weird. Did you know you can read about what's in the card?
He tilts his head a little bit and goes, I think you took some liberties with the magic there.
Maybe it might be a difference in power. Okay. I'll take that as a note. She just puts the card into... She literally just freely, slightly opens her robes a little bit and just slides it in there. Just right next to her breast. Just with that whole mentality, like, nobody's going to sit here and try to grab it.
Hackles raise on him. His entire, like, back fluff ripples.
There seems to be some tension for Azeroth.
Yeah, just a little bit.
It's like this arc was supposed to be tormenting to him. Thank you for the help with that, Lena.
How about we get caught up on things, eh?
Oh yes, where are we? This is gonna be very lovely. I haven't been outside of my homeland in a very long time.
Crypt, actually. I know we were sent here to help find some people.
Deal with some daddy issues.
Yeah, she starts kind of reading the names on the crypt, and it's like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're dealing with some guy. I did some reading up before we left. We're dealing with some guy's daddy issues. Whole thing, he's controlling things. I don't know. Some powerful guy. I don't know who. Not entirely sure.
Not entirely sure. Do we have a name for the individual?
No, they had a picture of the dad guy, but like nothing else.
He opens the notebook.
They took the book away from me at the library after I took it to them. I don't know why. Kind of confused.
He opens the notebook with the picture on it.
Oh yeah, that's the one. See? And then some guy's dead, and some powerful guy, I don't know.
Ah,
Doesn't matter.
Gahrazel. I've had a few dealings with him. Hmm. Wait, daddy
Anyway.
issues? You guys have met his son? I haven't seen him since he was a little boy.
Huh, interesting. But anyway, we should probably, like, you know, go getting solving these issues. Apparently, it could start a war that could destroy the Earth or whatever. I don't know. It just gives me a chance to get more acquainted with and have him stop feeding me. Ludwig here. Ludwig.
He gives her a quill or a pen, whatever he happens to have on hand, and offers her the book, which is enchanted, of course.
Why are you
As in, if she wants to write him something, she can.
She doesn't know who she'd be writing to, and she's like, okay, I understand that this seems to be because the writing that's appearing linked to someone.
Yes.
Who's it linked to?
He actually was here just a couple of moments ago.
Okay.
Our friends at the sanctuary.
I
That's
can't
what's
remember his
linked
name.
Oh, your guys' Oh.
Balthazar, yes.
You just see her eyes widen for a second.
I'm going to
Oh.
I'm gonna roll persuasion just with a look. Can I do that?
Sure. What kind of
say that.
persuasion?
Just stay silent about it, as I was intentionally saying I don't know who. It was obvious that I didn't want to say.
Yeah. No, I did in kind of a sideways way of like, Balthazar, yeah, I just thought you'd be writing too.
Yeah, well, you guys don't know about it. Oh, I'm the only one who knows that it's him with the daddy issues. Oh, oh,
I know about it too.
gotcha.
I'm the only one aloof.
do you know
Well,
about
that's
that?
gonna be a 21 with 2 10s.
Okay, 21 with 2 10s, and you're trying to just sit here and be like, I know, but I can't tell.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And you just kind of see Katerina look at you all and go, well, apparently there's a lot of secrecy in this group.
I haven't kept any secrets. What do you mean? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Are you trying to lie to her?
No, I'm being sarcastic.
Okay. She just looks at you and is like, ah, yes.
Nothing.
No secrets kept at all. Just information not divulged. And then lying about knowing this information. Which is lying.
At this point, Victor's gonna take a drink from the water skin he has and just kind of.
Is there something strong there, Elf? Because I think we should be playing a drinking game now.
No, it's just water.
Okay. So what little I heard from little Azzy is that you guys are dealing with some cultists.
He slowly reaches the flask up to her to offer.
Yeah, that's what he sent us to do. They've taken some of our peers, and we've got to figure out why and where they are, and if there's anything left of them.
And Balthazar is your guys' boss.
Yes.
He just nods.
What's Balthazar going by now?
same name, I think.
Yeah,
I don't think
You
he
just
changed his
know him
name
as-
at all.
I just know him as Balthazar.
But what surname is he using?
I don't think I've ever even heard his surname.
I look over at Azeroth.
I actually don't remember it out of character if it was told.
No, it wasn't told. It's never, I write down names. It was never told.
It was told during the first one in your guys' mission, in your guys' papers.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I've been writing down names since, but I didn't write down names in the first session.
It was Hagoon, which is where you guys had the
Yeah.
last name for the angels.
I was just about to ask that. We first met him as Hagoon.
Oh. Peculiar. Interesting. So many secrets amongst you all. This is so fun. I thought I was just going to learn the card magic and get to stare and get out of home and the homeland, but this is going to be so much fun. There's drama about. So,
Aren't you glad I brought you along?
I was about to say, you couldn't kidnap me. I kind of let you freely put me in the card. I figured it was something new.
I think we should get out of here and let the Belmonts go back to sleep.
Yeah. Oh, yes. One.
Thought there was more than that.
Yes, the entire family.
You mean the dog?
Yes.
Is the dog asleep in the card? How does being in a card feel like?
For normal beings, it's kind of like stasis, but when you're a vampire, you get to sit there and think about all your stuff.
He starts to try to sneak away while the attention's drawn somewhere else.
You just see her head just slowly creep towards you.
I know she's gonna see no matter what. He wasn't sneaking away from her. 22 total.
That's gonna be with disadvantage with the 12-foot tall.
Oh no, I mean he's using her as a distraction. She can definitely look at him. Where is my? You don't have another die out. Just roll one of this one.
I think the front door is that way. He just kind of points off to the left and starts walking.
Disadvantage would be 14.
And Katerina just starts walking along with. So, I see Stella's got some history with little Azzy. I'm guessing she was before me?
Oh god, no.
I have no idea.
Oh,
Honestly, she just appeared here. Balthazar brought her over here. I don't know. We were the dog. We just left the dog out when Balthazar arrived, and then we went in here, and then you two swapped while I was arguing with my handgun. That is also a German doctor.
Yeah, I've
gun
been
hand?
keeping up on that entire thing. You really sat and make some good deals. You should have been way more specific, dear.
Okay, well, how would you suggest I make a deal with a powerful being?
Well, being one, do you want to sit and make sure you have everything in the details? Every little discrepancy. You want to make sure the contract is as ironclad as possible. And you made a deal with a hag. That's like making a deal with a genie.
Okay, but it worked out in the end. I have a bestie that is also a god. I mean, like, I think it just kind of worked out, you know.
A hag.
Yeah, unlike the devils or fae or some other creatures, which it's the intention of the deal. Hags can choose to go with intention, or much like genies, the word, and twist it to whatever their desire is.
Well, we had just helped with that one, so I thought she wouldn't screw me over that bad. A little worse than I thought. I expected the gun to come alive, not to try to eat me. So,
to be honest, she probably didn't expect the same thing, but she made a deal with that golden fleece, so...
Oh yeah.
Yes, that eldritch knowledge he gave you might have been double-edged.
Oh, that makes more sense.
You gotta make sure when you're making multiple deals and getting things that are attached to you that they're not... how to say it? Interconnectable. It would be like me giving you vampirism. That would just be a nasty deal then. Then your gun's a vampire, you're a vampire, your gun's insane, you could become insane. So many
That
messes.
I mean, it doesn't sound like a mess, but okay. I see no world where me being insane is any different from the current one, but okay.
Is it possible to have double insanity?
Well, yes,
Triple
it
even.
means that you're acting so erratically that you start killing things randomly.
That's just the normal me. What do you mean?
He gestures slightly, goes, I also have a deal with the hag, but I haven't ever shaken hands on it.
Yeah, you haven't gained power from it. All three of you gained something of some kind from the Golden Fleece, and two of you are sitting on deals with the hag. I suggest you make sure to not outrealize.
Ironclad it with a little cold steel.
Speaking
Yeah.
of, I don't know how much knowledge you have of things from a long time ago, but do you know anything about history of Dr. Ludwig in my arm here? He's not talking to me much after he figured out, that he's in there because I made a bad deal. Yeah. It seems like a problem on his end, but he ain't talking to me much.
You mean... Well, I can hear Ludwig Mundy?
Yeah, that's the one.
Wasn't he the crazy guy who made a radiation gun to heal people? He combined magic and science.
That sounds just like my bestie here, yeah?
Oh.
He didn't say anything about a radiation gun, but that sounds right up my alley if he knows where it's still located.
So you want to get a radiation gun meant to heal people, but you're going to turn it into what are those new things that they're trying to develop?
A cancer ray? Because that sounds about like what I'm hearing.
That sounds about right.
Azzy, we need to talk to you about some of your friends. I'm more concerned about them than I am you now. And I know what you got in your cards.
He reaches out and gently touches her hand and goes, team member.
We're buddies, I mean, we've done things like shoot things together before. That makes us buddies.
Oh, I sense I just made things more tense.
Yeah, definitely buddies, for sure.
Well, I could make it more fun. Stella, darling. So,
Oh, no.
Azzy didn't sit her and do anything too horrible, did he?
Well, to being completely honest,
He takes a flask and takes a big swig.
So you guys are
Pretty
walking.
it is.
You guys are walking through the graveyard while this is going on now.
I think there's a side to him that is admirable. I think that's the only reason why I'm coming back here to help him out. After he disappeared on me.
Yeah, he has a habit of doing that. My father sent some goons to sit here and try to retrieve me, and he decided to card me and try to leg it. Little did he know I wanted the vacation.
See. At the very least, he helped me get justice for my father, so I at least owe him that much.
Yes. So, you guys continue towards the city, and outside is a large city. It looks... Some of the buildings look really old, and some of them are newer. It looks like it's kind of been, like, almost to medieval times, all the way to modern in some areas. And the town is fairly large. Off in the distance, you see a couple of towers and a church. Nothing too strange for some of the cities in the world, but definitely not from your guys' area. And Katerina looks over you guys and goes, so, will you guys need my help for anything else, or do you guys think you have it from here? Since Azzy couldn't handle a puppy.
I owe you.
I think the one thing I have one more question for you. Just about I might have thought myself in another bad deal that these guys don't entirely know about, but it was the only way to get my hand to stop eating me. There was a shadow guy. He's the doctor. He was the doctor. He took over Luwin's body, but then he wanted my shark power, so he asked for like a tooth, some blood, and a piece of flesh, which, you know, kind of weird, but, you know, I gave it to him so my hand would stop eating me, so my gun wouldn't shoot my friends. You know, you don't want that not being shot randomly. So, yeah, shadow guy. Is that a problem? Are we gonna have to deal with that one later?
Ludwig's. Oh! So he's going to sit here and try to make a physical form similar to yours using your genetic material, and then sit here and try to sit and take it over. Actually, much smarter than sitting here and doing it by killing an individual and assuming it.
I know some of those words.
Yeah. So, is he gonna be a problem, or?
He shouldn't, unless the genetic coding is entirely like yours. This field's actually fairly new, so it's been interesting to sit here and see it. Most of the similarities is to blood magic when it comes to science, to magic. So where you have somebody literally clone an individual by their blood. So I'm presuming using the advances in science, this, what did you call it, shadow tentacle?
Shadow tentacle guy, yeah.
Oh, they're fine.
That
Well,
doesn't
depending
sound
on
like
how strong they are.
He seemed pretty strong. He's been alive since he's the one who killed Ludwig here. So he's been alive for a while, so he's probably pretty strong.
I wonder if he's one of the ones I've met. Probably not. I didn't know the Golden Fleece you met. Heard of him. Didn't really know. Had him over for tea once, I think. Or was that his brother? So, if you guys don't need me anymore, I'll probably return to Azimuth's pocket and continue reading. I've kind of found a way to make my own pocket dimension in his cards, and it's actually quite hilarious.
Nice.
He goes ahead and offers a hand.
So, anything else you guys may need?
Nope.
Do you want her to take the hound with her, Azimuth?
If she desires to. Otherwise, I'll keep it in my pocket.
What, you want the puppy?
I did intend to keep it, but you may have it if you want it.
I guess I could let you have the puppy. Here you go, Azzy. Now remember, feed him twice a day. Not 3, he'll get all fat.
I'll do my best. Promise. Trying to get him some food at the moment.
She hands you the card and then takes your hand and just vanishes into a second card.
I like her.
That makes one of us. He teases.
She's interesting.
Yeah, the women I meet usually are pretty interesting.
So what about this one here?
Her? Never seen her in my life. Don't know what you're talking about.
Never?
Through the hearts.
He still obviously knows that is actually a joke.
Oh, you're such a tease.
Where do you think we should go to get your new friend some food?
Well, we were headed towards town. Actually, I actually was wondering if we were headed. This is out of character. I was wondering if we were headed towards the Belmont house, because that would have been hilarious to break in to get food.
I mean, you could go towards the Belmont house. You could go see family.
Let's just hope no one's home, right?
Yeah, gotta hope nobody's home, and that, you know, if somebody is home, that it's not one of the people who is used to the stealth missions and would be sitting here going,
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go
in
towards
my
town.
house. Somebody's touched my fridge.
3 little bears.
Definitely gonna go towards town instead of towards the house.
Yeah, that wouldn't look
Especially if I have a feeling that anyone at all might be home.
Yeah. You haven't kept up and up with the family business, so for all you know, they could all be home, they could be all out, they could all be dead. You really haven't been keeping up on family.
Nope. Nope, I haven't. Not for a few years.
Okay.
Considering the crypt is not totally dusty, though, I have a feeling.
Yeah, that there may still be some Belmonts alive, or people with allegiance to the Belmonts.
Or they've paid to have it cared for in perpetuity.
Yep.
That is quite possible, too.
Yeah. So you have no answers. Congratulations. We're heading into town. Is there any specific kind of place you're going to look for? Speakeasy, bars are technically not going to be... Well, this country, yes, will have bars. Because this country does not have a prohibition going on.
What time of day? Because we were in a crypt.
Yeah, it's on the it's at the evening time, so it's getting darker.
Okay.
Some of the areas of town seem to be quiet, like nothing's going on. A few of them seem to have a little bit of activity going on. Like there seems to
I
be.
was going to say the butcher,
Butch?
but if it's late, then we can't really do that.
Well, there is a sort of street market in this town that also has some establishments in it. So you could see if they have a meat vendor or something there.
I get my head
Question.
checked. I heard meat bender like water bender.
No, it was a vendor. And what's the question?
Okay, since this is one of the bars without prohibition in effect, without dry laws, can I see if this is one of the ones the Yamaito clan might actually buy from to smuggle in? Because they did some of that on the side, so
Just
Can I
looking
see?
around the architecture in that here, this is one of the countries your clan does not usually do any business with. If they
Okay.
they do it in proxy.
okay, that's good.
But in noticing this, you also notice one other flaw.
What?
You guys don't have any money for here.
Oh, cool. Money isn't universal, eh?
Nope. Welcome
So
welcome to the problem of countries.
I see. Where at what location is this exactly? I missed that part. I actually don't know where my family home is.
Trying to remember if I even wrote that down.
I mean, I would assume it's a vampire country, so
It's not a vampire country. You met her in a different country.
I was thinking Romania for my my homeland.
I mean, we might do something similar to that. I'm not using real world places because I'm kind of making my own countries and everything.
Gotcha. I was thinking the equivalent of Romania. Like Ravenloft.
Right.
We're gonna sit here and say this is Dragonvale. And what city will this be? We'll just go with Florin. With TH. No C and no CE. It's a TH at the end.
Okay.
Well, if we have no funds for the area, I have one plan that might work. Though it'll be iffy.
But yeah, we have to do something.
Well, maybe I could try. Might be busy though. I'm thinking. Mike, check TMs.
I mean, at this point, isn't it a good idea to just acquire something?
Shall acquire what?
So isn't it at this point just maybe possibly a good idea to just acquire something?
You could acquire some funds or whatnot. I mean,
The
There-
mage
there-
hand from around the corner.
yeah, you could do that. You could try to do some odd jobs real quick, and you could try to sit here and use contacts to see if you can trade currency or something, or get a loan, or
How big is the local bar?
there
sir.
are multiple bars.
Yep. Is there a distillery that that it will? Do you think are either the brew houses or are just bars?
There's probably going to be 3 regular bars, 2 breweries, and there is 1 winery in town.
Then I guess check the others real quick, and then I'm just asking because I don't want to have this interaction happen if you don't.
That would require you to send a message out to,
Yeah.
so that will take a little while. That also takes money.
Yeah.
So,
So, where would there be like a jobs board, or where would we find jobs?
you might be able to find some at the little downtown thing where they've got the little food court going on since it's nighttime, and where some of the vendors are still open. You might be able to ask around at bars. You could look for kind of similar to the speakeasies. There are some back alley bars that deal with the more shady or certain clientele.
Let's go to one of those.
You could even try to find one that instead of going for the shadier clientele, they're actually more of a community, whether it's like magical creatures or whatnot.
Let's go to one of the more back alley ones. I'm gonna suggest that to the group.
Mm, yeah, because we got to do something. It's as
I
good
mean-
an idea as anything.
I have an idea, but we'll just have to hope it works.
Do I happen to have any information on a place in the area? I missed what we're looking for, specifically a bar or.
Well,
Yeah.
there's a shady bar, or there's a couple shady bars down there. I need to talk to one of them, see if I can't get us some temporary funds. We'll have to pay it back, of course, but I can get it back eventually.
Yep, because you guys can use contacts, bars, yada yada, and basically ways to get money.
I'll say Asnoth probably has contacts in the area, but he's intentionally avoiding them.
Yeah, and
let's go.
Going to the
Asnoth?
bank may or may not be a problem for Asnoth in the current campaign.
That's why I haven't brought it up.
Let's just go to one of these back alley bars. I'll get us some temporary funds, and then we'll deal with the problem once those funds run out. After that, let's find a place to be for tonight. Sound alright?
Yeah, works for me.
Okay.
I mean, I don't mind sleeping in a tent either.
Do you want to help them find a place, Asanoth?
He doesn't know what this area is. He has no idea where he's going.
Actually, you do. This is where your family home was.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So,
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't live around here. I've never seen this place before.
You can always write it off as the fact that you're a traveling performer.
Yeah.
You have not been leaning on that. No.
No, I haven't. No, he doesn't provide any real insight at the current moment, but does mention that he has been through this area before at one point in time. I'll go ahead and use that as a hint to try to work my background in a little bit more.
Okay.
So I will meta just a little bit, but more so I can start using that excuse a little bit more often. I wasn't thinking that.
Yeah, because Asenath probably didn't let his family know about his performing in that, did he?
No, not really.
So he probably knows a
No,
few.
the persona that he's currently wearing is intentionally made to avoid his family members from knowing who he is.
Yeah, which means he probably knew a few places that his family just didn't go and didn't like going.
Yeah, but seeing as one of us seems to be trying to pick the place, he wasn't exactly going to influence that information too much.
Okay. So we're just gonna randomly generate which place you guys are going into. I need a 2d10.
He might say, "Oh, I've heard about that place, and I don't think it's really a good one." But we'll see which one it is first. Asimov starts kind of straightening up his outfit a little bit.
That's gonna be 2d10. Oh, we don't need to roll 2d10 or what? Or
Yeah, it's gonna be a 2d10.
okay, 16 flat roll. 7 to 6.
And I need to look at somebody's luck real quick, because that's really going to determine. So lucky enough, they choose. Luther and Victor choose a kind of dive bar slash place that seems to actually deal with. At first, it seems like normal customers until you guys start looking around the room more. And Asnath, you remember hearing about this place? You never got to perform here, and you know your family very rarely visits here to get information from the community. This is one of the sort of magical creatures and individuals only bars. Due to the slow division of science and magic and some groups wanting magic to no longer exist, a lot of the magic has gone underground, so a lot of what you'll find here are the more rare trades of magic. Your hemomancy, necromancy, stuff that usually is seen as unsavory. Even chronomancy is a dying breed in this country, and it's more left to this sort of niche of people.
I will mention that in consideration of dive bars, this place I have heard is a little bit on the grungier side.
Well, not exactly grungy. Most of these people are actually...
He's meaning that as in the not so reputable, nice, fancy ones that are full of people who are good and nice
That's
and
the point,
not
my
using
friend.
bad magic.
That's the point, my friend.
Yeah, so when you guys walk in, it's very well taken care of. It's very fancy. A lot of the people seem fairly normal until you start noticing things like the lady over there seems to have purple eyeshadow. No, it's not purple eyeshadow. That's actually how her eyes look. And those are actual wings, butterfly wings on her back. Over there is an old man that seems like he's changing his age every couple of seconds, just randomizing how old he is. And in another corner, there's a guy whose entire right arm is just bone. There is no flesh on it. And he smells almost like fruit that's been sitting there for a while. Not quite acrid, but getting there. So there, amongst the group, you start realizing these aren't your normal folk. These are beings and people of power and from more interesting walks of life. Is there any kind of person in particular you will be looking for to try to get some funds from?
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna look to see if I can't find the owner of the bar.
Is anyone?
I'm just scanning for people that I might recognize to avoid.
Anyone else?
Yeah, still, it's just gotta hang back and just observe.
Draven, you muted yourself.
Victor's out of his depth here, so he's just gonna kind of hang back with Stella.
Okay. So I'm going to need a perception check from Antonov. And I'm going to need a sense motive from Luther, who is trying to scan a room of people who all think that they're important and should be in charge of everything, to see if they can find who the owner is.
Yeah, give me 1 second. My Google's being weird. I need to turn on hard work. Sorry.
I am rolling really good today for some reason.
Same here. What? Since
I don't know. I'm knock on wood. Now I'm gonna roll like garbage, but I had an at 20 on this one.
What's sense motive again?
Wisdom.
Oh, I'm good at that.
Yeah. So
that will be a 23 for
No
me.
advantage. Didn't do anything. 20. So it'd be 22.
No, 24. Sorry, 24 for me. 16 plus 8. I think that's correct.
And what is he? Yep, he's just hanging out. Okay. So, yeah, there's a bunch of people that look like they should be in charge of such an establishment, but whoever the owner is seems to be trying to blend in or just isn't trying to stick out right now. They seem to be trying to read the room themselves and see what's needed. Seems more like everyone knows who they are, except for the new people.
Well, I'm gonna ask around then, because without knowing who the owner is, I can't get to my end goal.
Yeah, you kind of see some important looking people, but there's a couple of them that seem to be trying to be as important as possible, trying to take over conversations and make deals and the likes. Out of the people, there is the guy who's constantly changing age, seems to be trying to insert himself into a lot of conversations and make deals.
I got that. Give me a second.
Then, other than that,
Right, if I can.
we'll talk to the age shifter, I guess. Ask if he knows who the owner of this establishment is.
Yeah. Sorry, I fixed something. But no, so as I was saying, there was the guy who's changing ages that seems to have been trying to be important. There was, the Fey lady seems to be sitting here and having people come up and talk to her, but not... She seems important, but not like she's trying to overtly be such. And then you see this weird tiefling guy. He seems to be fairly well dressed, except for like the elbows are kind of reinforced as if they had been replaced. His knees have been replaced for the clothes. He looks like he tried to make it look as good as possible, and he's trying to shake people's hands with fingerless gloves and trying to sit here and talk to people, introduce himself, try to make deals. He seems to be trying to sell something of some kind. Beyond that, there are a few others, like the necromancer, a few normalish people, some what looks to be witches from a coven, or that were part of a hag's coven and whatnot. A few normalish people that seem to be not picking up what's going on here, like 2 or 3 young ladies that do not know what's going on in the room, and a vampire that seems to be hanging out in the corner. He is very stereotypical, brooding, the paleness, and sitting there in the dark clothes, just watching the...
Fuck those tiefling first.
Okay. You go to talk to the tiefling, and he just looks at you and is like, hey there, my name's Alexander. Is there anything you need? I can get it for you. Do you need anything that can sit here and help out with your skin? I can sit here and make sure that it'll never get dry again. If you need something, I'll sit here and take care of that gun. Why is your arm so messed up?
Do you want the story, or do you want to talk about why I'm here?
Isn't that part of the story? Or is that a different story?
This is a different story. He just points to the gun. Yeah, this is Ludwig. He's my bestie. Not right now. He's mad at me. But we'll get to that later.
You just see him stare for a second. And he's like,
The gun has its own soul.
I think I'm in the right place. I just found something very interesting. Okay. So, what brings you, Alexander? What can I get for you?
Are you the owner of this fine establishment of magic?
No.
Do you know who is?
Yes, he goes by Zini. Zini's been a very interesting fellow for the last... I don't even know how old he is. I should try to sit here and make a deal to get that information. But he is a very interesting individual. Satyr guy, about 4'6", very nice guy. Has a bit of a belly and tends to be a bit of a party goer. Has a problem with the sauce. Can't keep his nose out of it.
Fair enough. Need to talk to him about something.
Well, what do you need to talk to him about? I might be able to sit here and help you out. I might be able to sit here and do something for you. I might know some people.
I'm the one who knows some people. I'm trying to get him in contact with those people. That's why I'm here.
Okay, you're part of a mafia and all that. So I'm gonna say you kind of catch the subtleties in what he was about to say next. And
Okay.
it kind of comes to the gist of, so, are we looking to sit here and move some goods, or are we looking to sit here and establish routes? What are we looking to do?
What we're trying to get is something from point B back to point A right now. Because point A, it don't have any of that thing. Not point A to B. You get what I'm saying?
Get what you're laying down. I get what you're laying down. So,
Fun exchange chance. Thing is, issue here, right? Me and my group here, my buddies, the people I need to write to, yeah, we don't have any funds for this country. We have funds for other countries. We have the ones nearby, but we do not have funds for this country at the moment. Kind of stupid for them to send me out here without those funds, but I'll get to that later.
When you say for them to send you out, he kind of just looks at you and is like, who's them? Which them? There's a lot of them, so you gotta be a little bit more specific.
By them, the them that I'm talking about, the one that needs to get points from point B to back to point A, you know what I'm saying? They need to send me out here to do stuff, and they don't give me the funds to send to them stuff to get the contacts, the contact route. It's stupid, right? They need to be out here to scout things, but they won't let me talk to them about stuff.
Okay, so you're trying to claim that you're out here on business for the clan. Okay.
Yeah, because that's what I'm doing right now, is business for the clan. That's not exactly why I'm out here, but it's why I'm out in this bar to do business for the clan, to get money to do my other business.
Okay. He just kind of looks at you and is like, well, I may or may not know a group of individuals that may be looking to move some things as well to other countries and get currency and established routes, and may or may not be looking to extend their influence.
I'm fine with that, but we need. But if I'm going to be dealing with these people, you need to know who you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying, right? You need to be know who you're dealing with.
Yes.
Luther and Maito of the Maito group.
They just call me Alexander the Glib.
Sounds good.
So, these individuals the stuff that you're looking to move, what kind of stuff are we looking to move? Are we talking byproducts of something?
Byproducts of fermentation.
The things that we're looking to do may or may not be distillation of exterior planes.
Huh. I think we can deal with that.
I may or may not
Just as a
have
side note.
several groups looking to move such things.
Azeroth is trying to go up to the bar, by the way.
Okay.
Do you have anything?
When we get to that point, I'm just letting you know.
Do we have anything we need hunted along the way? My group, as you may know, has multiple interests. Anyone? Anything?
Each of these groups have their own needs. Me, myself, I always like sitting here and being able to get more goods. So, being able to be in contact with your clan, as well as all these groups that I'm doing business with, kind of benefits me.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
I'm more of a middleman. I tend to like to get things shaking, if you know what I mean.
I get you mean. Well,
So, perhaps you and your compatriots can meet me later, and we can have some drinks and discuss the business with one of the group's leaders. There is a local group leader that you might want to meet, because that might be the easiest way for me to get you some currency in this place.
sounds good.
And we'll go to Azeroth walking towards the bar, where it seems like nobody is there for a minute until you realize a strange form seemed to start to form behind the bar. And it seems to be a semi-young bat. seeming to shift colors. And he looks at you and is like, "What can I get for you?"
I'm gonna kind of lightly assume that that's probably not a young bat. I will, if you can. I am looking for the Mammy Taylor. Yeah. Out of character knowledge, it's basically a what's it called? Moscow Mule. Just it's period appropriate Moscow Mule is all it really is.
He looks at you and goes, "Okay, okay."
Can I have 2 of those?
How
And
strong
is
you
there
look?
any way to run a tab at the current moment?
You'd
We're
have to
kind
ask
of
Zini for that.
And he does pull up some money, and he goes, "I do have the state's currency, but I don't know if that's going to be anything to you."
He kind of just looks at it a minute and takes it in his hand, looking it over. Normally I wouldn't do this, but I do have some contacts that I could send this to out of country that could use it, so.
Also
How much you
looking for
to trade?
enough for the 2 drinks, and I was looking for a rather large meal. We have a person that needs it. That's he points towards the roof. Big, more than likely meat related.
Okay. How much do you have on you?
I do not know however much we've been paid. I would have assumed that I would have grabbed some money, but unfortunately, I don't have much of that. I just know that we were supposed to have been paid during our downtime at some point, and I actually don't know if we got anything.
I'd probably say you guys all probably have something like 230.
Gotcha. That's a considerable amount in the time period.
So, how much are you going to want to convert over to this currency?
I am asking him to name a price, so
the equivalent rate is about 1.8. So, you get 1.8 per one.
I just don't entirely know how much to move over. We'll say, would about 50 cover that? My character knows the general price of, like, the currency. He's been here before, so
We'll get you guys 90, which would be enough to keep you guys going for a while.
okay.
Or at least get you guys started and established enough to go.
I guess I can bring this to the attention of my party and walk back with some money and some food that'll possibly be on the way, and drinks.
Well, I got us some way of getting currency, though I can't say it's the most honest. Can't ensure that right now, because I'm not entirely sure.
Understood. And if you want to meet with them, that's totally fine. I figured I would get us a good deal here since we're at a bar.
Yeah.
And he goes ahead and hands the other drink over to Stella.
It's still has been kind of sitting in the car. It's kind of her tail has had underneath her long leather duster. Her tail has been having a nervous twitch. her nerves. You can kind of tell that her nerves are start to calm as hands her a drink.
I figured you liked something with a little kick to it. Maybe something sweet. Keep the spirits high.
Thanks.
I have some food on the way for our guest. He pats his pocket.
So how are you going to give the food to your guest? I mean,
I assume I cannot just automatically input the meat thing to the card because it's not the same.
and it's also not your card.
Yep, exactly.
The only thing you can do is release it.
Yep.
Release the miscellaneous creature into the lovely establishment.
No, not at the moment. No,
Yeah.
I'm not going to give it to him here. Just I will have food for them when I do let them out of the card.
That's going to be interesting.
Yep, right.
So,
That's not going to backfire any. Understood.
he's gonna walk over. Luther's gonna walk over to Azeroth. Hey, Azeroth,
Yes.
can we talk for a second?
Sure. You're very wary.
So, if you do, why didn't you tell anyone?
He goes wherever you're trying to gesture if you want to talk privately. And then what did you say? I'm sorry.
So, if you knew about the whole thing, the whole daddy issues, why didn't you tell anyone? I mean, you did hand her the book immediately after she figured it out, and why would you say anything to anyone? I mean, I know why I didn't say anything, but that's another story.
Kind of figured it out on the name.
Gotcha.
He just kind of gestures the one starting with the U.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, heavily keep this away, because I wasn't supposed to tell anyone about that. You know, my heart's not shooting you right now.
You didn't tell anyone that.
Yep, I know.
And I kind of had an obligation there to kind of explain.
Fair enough. Figured I'd ask. Also, what was with you at the place earlier? I don't know what's going on, but you're keeping something from everyone. I know that with what the cat's lady's saying. Unless she's lying, but something tells me it's not in our best interest to lie about things randomly.
Yeah, I get what you mean. No, just having someone I know come through a portal just kind of put me on edge, and yeah, he brushes it off quietly.
Can I roll to see intent?
Yeah, you can do a sense motive against deception from Azeroth.
What's that? What's that?
Sense motive is wisdom. Deception is charisma, so I mean you guys are going pretty evenly on even ground there.
I could do something mean here, but I'm not going to out of the sake of fair playing. 21.
12.
Yeah, you can tell Azeroth is just lying.
The bead of sweat. Big bead of sweat on forehead.
Look, that I didn't do anything when I found out what the whole thing about the daddy issues, did I? I don't really care what's going on with you, but it is in our best interest to know what's going on, because I mean I'll tell you right now, I'm having to pull a family trade route through this, and that's kind of illegal. But you know, that'll get us some funds. But so why do I care? So why don't you tell me what's going on so we don't get our asses handed to us by some random thing that I'm not wary of?
He does procure the little bit of money that he has at the current moment. We do have a little bit, enough to get some food.
Well, enough for some food, but we're gonna get a lot more than that here soon. So how about you tell me, like, what's going on with you. That way we don't get our asses handed to us over
He-
something
he-
that's not my concern, right?
He pulls out the book and goes, "We can always get out of here anytime we need to as well." Sweat. He's literally trying to use the distraction method of not answering by answering something different.
Okay, I get we can always get out of here. And I get what's going on. There's something going on with you at this area. Because you weren't like this until we first arrived out where we came from. You were even hiding something when I first ran over to you when you first figured out what thing with the dog. And, you know, that dog's kind of weird, but you knew for some reason not to attack it, which we both know is in your best interest to attack it with and your best to, like, how you act. So you didn't attack it for some reason. So if you tell me what you
Well,
know,
why would I attack it? Why would I let it out and then attack it?
I don't know. Because it was threatening. I don't know. I don't know why you let it out in the first place. But, you know.
I took a gamble that we might be able to have something that would, benefit us.
Okay. If you're not going to tell me what's going on, that's your choice, right? I can't.
There was a
force you, right?
collar and a bone, and it needed
Yeah.
out of its crypt.
Yeah, and if I mean, if you're not going to answer what's going on about you in the same place, sure. But
I am answering what's going on.
No, you're not. You're not answering it. We both know that. So, you best let me know if something's about to happen and be truthful about that then, okay? Because if there's some place we can't be and you know about it and you're not telling us and we get in trouble because of that, that's gonna piss me off a little bit, right? And so,
I mean, I've been through here before. I've done performances here.
exactly. So if there's something wrong about a place, you better speak up beforehand, okay? I'm talking really wrong, and that's all I care about.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'll never let us go to a place that I might have had a bad experience at a performance.
Sounds good. And he just goes back to being his happy self afterwards. Come on, let's grab some drinks. We have money now we can spend. Let's spend it, you know? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Drinks is a good idea.
And while all that is happening, a little satyr kind of walks up and sits next to Victor and is like, "So what you doing here, buddy?"
So, while everything's going on, Victor's kind of just standing there playing with that stone he keeps in his pocket. Just kind of looking around and just trying to get something of a read on the place.
The satyr kind of just waves his hand in front of you and goes, "Hey, buddy. So what you guys doing here?"
We were looking for somebody. We just got into town.
Looking for somebody. Okay. Okay. What kind of somebody are you looking for? Somebody you know, somebody who you're supposed to meet, or somebody for a certain...
Two members of my party are actually the ones that wanted to stop in here. And he just kind of gestures over to where Luther and Azeroth are talking.
Ah, yeah, the one who my bartender said is looking for me, and the other one who is talking to the shady guy.
Yeah, those are the two.
Okay. Did you hear with the... What is that, a cowboy? Why are there
I actually
cowboys in my
just
shop?
met them about an hour ago.
You guys aren't going to be trouble for me, are you?
I definitely don't intend to be.
Okay. Well, the name's Zini.
Hi, Zini. It's nice to meet you. My name's Victor. And he holds out his hand.
You see the satyr just look at your hand a second and it's like,
Sorry,
that's a very
habits.
dangerous thing to do in a place like this.
Habits. I'm sorry.
Yes, some of the people here, if you take the hand of, you might be sitting here and agreeing to something that you really don't want to. My clientele aren't exactly of the mortal level. You guys aren't the lowest power level in the house, but you definitely ain't near the top either.
Right.
I
Yeah.
had a feeling I knew where we were at.
So, a little bit
I
of
can.
advice: watch out for the Fey people and the Tieflings. Shaking their hands will always sit here and make a deal.
Yeah, and I should have remembered that.
So, you guys are here looking for something. And so,
Yeah, my friend was looking to speak to the owner of this establishment, and you said that that's you. I could introduce you to him?
I'd like to sit here and first talk to you and see exactly what you guys are trying to do. One of your guys looks like he's going to be a fast stalker who's trying to sit here and get a few things by me. I also may or may not know about who Asenath is, so I don't really want to... I really don't want to sit here and deal with a performance. I really just rather deal with somebody who's going to be a straight talker.
Alright, let's see. Alright, yeah, that's low, so I'm gonna go ahead and... We've been sent here on an assignment, and we're here to investigate and try to figure out what happened to a group of people.
You see Zini just look around a second, his face get a little bit serious. Okay, that's all you need to say. They met with some people here. Don't know who they got a job from. But I know stuff went down bad. I have a feeling I know exactly who it was who set them up with the individual. But I don't think they knew exactly what they were getting into. Nor does that individual know who he's dealing with.
He just kind of nods.
The business in which you're talking about, the 4 individuals who went missing, I know the group that you guys work for. I know the group who used to be where the Sanctum is. I know
Yeah,
some
so...
individuals who still exist from that older group.
Yeah. And we've been sent here to figure out the whys and hows.
Yep. You guys are going to want to talk to Alexander Neglip.
Thank you.
He's been getting way over his own head. And I think if he knows where some of the suppliers are getting stuff from, he may or may not want to vacate town for a little while. It's not only will the authorities be looking for him, but the Belmonts will be too.
Oh, that'll be fun for him if he stays, right?
You're telling me because the only safe place that would be my place, because the Belmonts know not to start trouble in here. Never want a demigod to sit here and blast you with enough light from the moon to sit here and make you vaporize.
Yeah, that'd be a bad, bad day.
So,
Quietly sweats standing over by Stella, sipping his drink. You never did tell me what my 22 got, by the way, for perception.
No, there was no one that you know by the appearance in which they have right now.
Copy that. Say, and I will notate this, obviously. If I was wearing all of my Belmont stuff, I'd be very noticeable. I'm wearing all of my performance stuff, as I always do.
Yeah.
So very different outfit than I might have been around in town before.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess I might say hi to Zini still.
Oh, you might
Since it,
try to find him.
well, I think I when I see him, since I came back for drinks with Axel, I see him talking to Draven.
Yeah, to Victor.
Yeah. Victor.
So you're going to go and try to button on that conversation.
Yeah, at the end, I'll say hi. So you must be Zini.
Yes, I am Zini.
Nice to meet you. Heard about a lot about you from Alexander the Gleb, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're Luther.
Yeah. Oh. How do you know?
I own the place. I have ears everywhere. This
Sure.
way, if something goes down, I can try to get information. That's why
Fair
some
enough.
of my patrons tend to carry objects to make it hard to hear things.
Ah. Well, you know. So then, if you know that, then you probably know the situation, yeah?
Your friend has told me what's going on.
Oh. Well, you know more than... I don't know what he told you, but the one I was talking about Alexander is the fact that we're just out of money around here. We have money, but we don't have any for around here. But these parts are kind of foreign to me. Not to all of us, though.
From what my employee told me, he did give you guys a little bit of money.
A little bit, yeah.
Knowing
Enough.
what's going on and how much was paid for the room that certain individuals had that you may be connected to, I will allow you guys to have that room. Since I kept it locked up since they went missing.
Sounds good. At least we have a place to stay.
A contact of mine may have asked for that to have been done. He got a message from your sanctum mentioning some issues going on.
Yeah.
And
Big
last
issue
thing
with
we
that.
want is for the heavy hitters to have to come in, because I will be honest, even your higher ups are not the heavy hitters.
Yeah.
Even I'm not a heavy hitter. If these individuals have to come in to deal with the issue, there may be no town left.
No town. There's a lot more than no town from what I heard of it.
To put it simply, if certain things transpire and your sanctum and its connections can't deal with it, the older order will show up and wipe the problem away.
That sounds not too great for us.
Yeah. Being they're not the numbers they used to be, so they will not be able to pull their punches. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's deal with this issue beforehand. Thank you for the room. I appreciate it. If you ever need
I
contacts,
also appreciate it.
if you ever need contacts, you know who I am, so you know who to reach out to. I'll make sure you get extra contacts and extra rep in that group if you want one in there. If you ever need anything done.
If I need a bunch of people who are going to murder creatures that I might find sacred, sure, but I'm sure you're going to want to do your dealings through Alexander.
Fair enough.
Most of my clientele, if I were to be known for working with such a group, may or may not stop. And they pay very nicely.
Oh, I just meant getting some things out to places where they're not to hurt anything. That I don't think that'd be your business.
Yeah, no, that's more of Alexander's. And as I told Victor here, I think he's in over his head on a few things and doesn't know what he's accidentally doing.
Well, we'll have to talk to him about that.
If you
Yeah, there's a
guys-
lot of overheads today.
You guys need anything to try to help out with this situation? Tell Harold to contact me, and I will sit here and see what I can get for you.
Speaking of, quick question.
Yes.
Just a little question about the area. Who are exactly these Belmonts that live around here? I don't know too much about them.
You just see Zini look over to Azeroth a second. And then look
He pulls
over
his
the
drink up
entire
and just
room,
sips at it.
look at the entire group, and go. They tend to be monster hunters themselves, and
Well, I know
they
that.
tend
I know
to
that
try
through my
to
family.
collect rare artifacts.
Ah.
None of them have been a mage in a very long time.
Gotcha.
The last one who was actually learned from the Kolkrabi people, probably over 400 years ago. He was a
Gotcha.
marble mage.
Interesting.
Let's see here. They
Yeah,
did-
I've heard of the monster hunting business from my family. I don't think we've ever done deals with them for obvious reasons. But
Yeah, you hunt monsters for goods. They hunt them for, well, they hunt them because they were hurting people. So
gotcha. Two very different causes.
yeah, they don't always loot the corpses of the monsters.
Disgraceful. Don't waste anything, at least.
So beyond that, there are some Belmonts that have kind of become a little bit unsavory in some ways.
Gotcha.
And one of them who has become estranged from the family, from what I've learned. It's probably not a bad thing.
That
I
makes
sense a lot of issues happening with that family in the next couple of generations.
Huh.
He flicks his tail back and forth behind him.
So,
Ah.
beyond that, there's. If I know exactly what you're talking about with this case and what little I gathered from snooping around your co-workers stuff, it has to do with umbrelescence.
Yeah.
I will see what I can do on pulling some resources.
Thank you. Appreciate the help.
But you guys will owe me. And this is not a financial owe. This is going to take some favors that are going to require me to contact other planar beings and my parents. So it's gonna get a little awkward for me.
Trust me, I don't like contacting my parents either.
Same.
Yeah, I don't think most of us like contacting our parents here.
Victor here, he's probably he seems like a family man.
He just kind of smiles. All I ever really interact with is my uncle, and he's a librarian, so.
Do you see Zuni just look at you and go, oof. You need a drink or something.
Something strong, please.
I was thinking of something that was going to make you giggly and a little bit loose so you can be a little bit more free. I mean, geesh. A librarian for an uncle, you're...
Oh, he's a little mad.
What kind of mad? Are we talking like mad scientist mad or conspiracy theorist mad?
Little column A, a lot of column B.
Those are the fun ones to sit here and get on substances. You get them going and you can just sit there for hours. You don't even need to be on something. It's a trip watching them.
Victor just starts to
Like
laugh,
lawnmower.
remembering things. You are not wrong.
I remember sitting here and meeting this mad king once. Whew. Gave him a few drinks and he was real fun. Until he started ordering the slaughter of his people. That's when I checked out of the party. First time I ever accidentally caused a genocide.
First?
I mean, when you're a demigod, you accidentally do a lot of things.
That's fair. I accidentally got my arm to almost. I almost gave an arm Eldritch powers, which happened to be a gun. It's a long story.
You see Zini just stare at you a second. Oh no. Oh no, please. Please.
No, it's been dealt with. It's been dealt with.
Azeroth is not going to ask, but he knows the guy's name, that he's a demigod. He's trying to recall.
You don't know a Zini, but from what you remember, there's a Xenagos.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Demigod of anything specific? I don't remember.
Light and parties.
Yeah.
He was very big at sitting here and using lunar and solar lights, sitting here and reflecting them off of mirrors and that, and just having some of the most substance-filled parties between alcohol and every... He's just a party god.
So a person I would really like to hang out with on normal occasions, understood?
Yeah, he's just all party all the time.
Yes. Luther's gonna explain to Zini the whole arm situation and what happened, but now that's rectified, that's fine.
He just is looking at you with the most just blank stare for a moment. Even afterwards, I was like, you know, I thought I would have to get the librarian here. Intoxicated or something to get a good story.
You should see his string chart he's got going on.
Funnier is how I lost it, actually.
Oh no.
Screw Tulus.
That's a story for another time, though. I'm sure since we're gonna be here for a few days, you'll hear it eventually. They don't usually tell it, because, you know, story's been painful, as losing your arm would be.
So you guys go through the night. Zini seems to go here and there to take care of things. And you'll end it with, well, maybe. How is everyone for? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will end it with Alexander coming up to you guys and going, hey, we need to go up to my room. My contact finally got here. I can get us the deal
Okay,
for you guys to make some money here.
sounds good.
Seems the other group went missing or something and didn't finish the job. So this means that you guys can get the
Double
money.
the pay.
That sounds extremely on board. Like something that we might be interested in doing.
I figured with how rough and tumble you guys look, you guys might be right up that alley. And
So are we scamming a tiefling out of money by basically getting double paid for a single job?
That is a very good point.
is it really double scheming?
I mean, not intentionally.
It's not intentionally scamming, but we are getting double the pay.
Double dipping.
Is that really bad though?
No, it's not bad. It's just really funny.
Those service fees.
But yes, so we are going to call it here. I just need to find a raid target.
Ow.
You guys have caused a lot of chaos. I'm so proud of you.
Help me.
Oh, you're fine. You're doing perfectly fine.
Yep. Chaos is what makes TTRPGs fun.
You aren't wrong. Does anyone have any suggestions on who to raid?
Are you okay with just gaming, or do you need something of a similar topic?
We could do just about anything at this point.
Let's go with. Actually, I have one here. If you're fine with heroes,
With what?
heroes though. Let's go to
I could not hear you. You became mumbles.
heroes though.
See you.
The game starter. I don't think River's around. Yeah, that's the only. No, River's actually online. I just River just got online too.
Because both these are really good. One of them is playing Lethal Company. The other one is doing Pokemon minis.
And there's that one.
Heck yeah.
That one's actually playing a TTRPG. Another one of my Warforged contacts.
Did he warn you about the chaos? Did he warn you about the chaos before you joined?
No.
Are you talking
Yeah.
to me? Oh, I knew all about the chaos. I was well aware.
Actually, he sat there and watched all the VODs.
Yeah.
Player that did homework.
Yeah, I feel like I need to go back through and take notes intentionally. I feel like I'm missing things.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to read through them and just to brush up.
Okay. Either a tabletop game or somebody playing Lethal Company with mods that somebody was sitting here and throwing it back on. Saturday Night Firefight and Cyberpunk. I'll actually have that one on the background. But I am going to sit here and raid the Lethal Company one for tonight. I'll use the other one next time, hopefully. Because they actually seem very interesting as well. So we're going to go to... Oh, I messed that up. I did RV. Okay. Well, we're going to raid JB Hero, and you guys be good to yourselves, be good to each other. Don't get in any trouble. We'll see you next time on Sanctum of Stability. Good night.